Hey, if you're new here, then welcome to my channel, Flashback Videos. I really hope you like what I'm going to show you today, and of course, if you're a regular here, then a big thank you for coming back. You have no idea how much it means to me. Unlike some other then and now channels, I'm not into clickbait style thumbnails and stuff. I try to make sure whatever I put in my videos is true. I don't always get it right, but I do try. If I do get anything wrong, feel free to let me know. I'm not too proud to be corrected, and there's plenty of people out there that know lots more than I do. Okay, so today's flashback movie is the Gulf War drama from 1996, Courage Under Fire, about an investigation into the death of an army captain during a Medevac attempt. We're going to be looking a little at the background of the movie, what it's about, and who the stars were. Of course, I'm not going to include everyone that was in the movie. I mean, that would take like forever. As usual, if you like what you see, please consider giving it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, then you could even subscribe to the channel if you want. I mean, it doesn't cost anything, and you would get to see more of my videos when I release them, and it would really help inspire me to keep on making them. Now, those of you that have been here before already know this, but I don't just make videos about the most popular movies. Some of them are, how can I say, a little more niche. Anyway, the idea is not just to show what the actors looked like back then and how much they've changed. I also try and give my opinion. Not that I'm any great authority, but hey. What I also do is give you some info on the actors, such as their background and what other movies and TV shows they've been in. You never know. Maybe it will get you to watch a movie that you never thought of before. Or not. Okay, so with all that being said, let's do this. Courage Under Fire was released in July 1996 by Fox 2000 Pictures, with a running time of just under 2 hours. The movie didn't receive any Oscar nominations. It was written by Patrick Sheen Duncan and directed by Edward Zwick. The filming for Courage Under Fire was mainly done at Fort Irwin in California, although the battle scenes were done in Texas. The filming budget was around $45 million, and it went on to gross just over $100 million worldwide. During the 1991 Gulf War, Lieutenant Colonel Nathaniel Serling accidentally caused a friendly fire incident, a mistake that was hushed up by his superiors. Following the war, he's assigned to investigate the case of an Army Captain, Karen Walden, killed in action when her Medevac unit was attempting to rescue the crew of a downed helicopter. But as Serling interviews the members of Walden's crew, he realises their stories about the incident don't add up. I love several things about this movie. Denzel is perfect as always. Meg Ryan does the hardest acting of her career by bringing different versions of her character to life. Diamond Phillips is great, nothing more to be said there. And Matt Damon is unrecognisable. I also love the style of storytelling used. It feels more compelling than the usual way. It also feels more real, with differing points of view.
Woman in history to be nominated for a Medal of Honor for combat.
I don't know if it was Captain Walden, sir, but that Huey saved our lives.
What happened out there, Sergeant?
You don't want to know what happened out there, sir.
Undoubtedly, one of the main stars, of course, is Denzel Washington Jr, who plays the part of Lieutenant Colonel Nathaniel Serling, who is charged with leading the investigation. Washington was born in 1954 in Mount Vernon, New York. He's the middle of 3 children. His mother, Lennis, was a beautician, and his father, Denzel Washington Sr, a Pentecostal minister. One of Hollywood's best-known names, Washington has starred in movies as memorable and diverse as Philadelphia, Training Day, and The Book of Eli. Washington actually began his career as a Shakespearean theatre actor and came to prominence during the 80s, appearing in the medical TV drama St. Elsewhere. He won his first Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for his role as Private Silas Tripp in the Civil War drama Glory in 1989. Then in 2001 he won his second Oscar, this time for Best Actor, for his role as corrupt detective Alonzo Harris in the crime thriller Training Day. Denzel has been married to Pauletta Pearson since 1983. They live in Los Angeles and have 4 children together. The part of Captain Karen Walden, whose death is being investigated, was played by the beautiful Meg Ryan. Meg was actually born Margaret Mary Emily Hira in Connecticut in 1961, and really came to prominence portraying Goose's wife Carol in the 80s box office smash Top Gun. Meg subsequently established herself as one of the most successful actresses in the 90s and the early 2000s, particularly in romantic comedy films such as When Harry Met Sally, Sleepless in Seattle, and You've Got Mail. More recently, Meg has turned her hand to directing and made her debut with Ilario, a drama movie based on the 1943 novel The Human Comedy, which she also starred in. Meg was married to fellow actor Dennis Quaid between 1991 and 2001, and they have a child together. Despite relationships with both Russell Crowe and John Mellencamp, Meg remains single, although in 2006 she did adopt a 14-month-old girl from China, who she named Daisy True. Born in Massachusetts in 1970, Hollywood megastar Matt Damon portrayed medic specialist Andrew Ilario, who sings Captain Walden's praises during the investigation. Damon is such a well-known star, I'm most likely just telling you what you already know about him. One of the highest grossing actors of all time, Damon actually made his movie debut in 1988's Mystic Pizza, but these days he's perhaps best known for his starring roles as both Jason Bourne in the Bourne franchise and as conman Linus Caldwell in the Ocean's trilogy. However, the movie that launched him to stardom is the one he both wrote and starred in with good friend Ben Affleck, Good Will Hunting in 1997, which won them the Academy and Golden Globe Awards for Best Screenplay. Damon met his Argentine wife Luciana Bozan while filming Stuck on You in 2003. They were married in 2005 and have 3 daughters together. He also has a stepdaughter from Bozan's previous marriage. Best known for his lead role of Richie Valens in La Bamba, actor Lou Diamond Phillips was born in the Philippines in 1962 and portrays Staff Sergeant John Monfils, who claims that Walden was a coward and later commits suicide. Phillips is also known for his role in both Young Guns and its sequel Young Guns 2. On a small screen he enjoyed a long-running stint as Henry Standing Bear in Longmire, and more recently as Gil Arroyo in Prodigal Son. Phillips has also enjoyed his fair share of controversy over the years. In 2006 he was arrested for disturbing the peace at his Los Angeles home, and then in 2017 he was arrested in Texas after stopping his vehicle to ask a police officer for directions while intoxicated. Lou was married to assistant director Julie Cypher between 1987 and 1990. Then in 1994 he married penthouse model and television extra Kelly Phillips, with whom he has 3 daughters, but they divorced in 2007. Following that, in the same year, he married Yvonne Boismeier, and they have a daughter together. Born in New York City in 1959, but raised in Paris, Bronson Pinchot plays the small part of the ass-licking White House aide, Bruno. Although he is perhaps best known for playing Balky on the sitcom Perfect Strangers in the 80s and 90s, Pinchot has also performed in movies such as Risky Business and True Romance, with a recurring role in the Beverly Hills Cop franchise. More recently he starred as Principal George Hawthorne in The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, as well as narrating a large number of audiobooks. On the romance front, Bronson was briefly engaged to Marcy Walker in the mid-1980s. American-Canadian actor and jazz musician Michael Moriarty was born in Michigan in 1941 and played the part of Serling's commander, Brigadier General Hirschberg, who pressures him to wrap up the investigation. Moriarty won an Emmy Award and Golden Globe Award for his first acting role on American television as a Nazi SS officer in the 1978 miniseries Holocaust. As well as playing Executive Assistant District Attorney Benjamin Stone for the first 4 seasons of Law & Order, Moriarty is also known for his roles in movies such as Bang the Drum Slowly, Pale Rider and Shiloh. Shortly after leaving Law & Order, Moriarty moved to Canada, declaring himself a political exile, and was granted Canadian citizenship. He currently lives in British Columbia, where he acts, writes and plays music. I think that pretty much covers what you might call the big name actors in the movie. But just like all good movies, there's a whole host of supporting actors that play equally important roles, and we're going to look at some of them now. Actress and playwright Regina Taylor was born in Texas in 1960 and played the role of the wife of Denzel's character, Meredith Serling. Regina has enjoyed critical success for various other supporting roles in movies, such as the Spike Lee film Clockers, A Family Thing, and The Negotiator. She is also an accomplished stage actress and was the first black woman to play Juliet in Romeo and Juliet on Broadway. In 1982, Regina married Michael Shurian in New York City. Born in Manhattan in 1968, Seth Gilliam plays the part of the dying Sergeant Stephen Altemeyer, who complains about a fire. Having begun his career in the early 90s, Gilliam is best known for his portrayals of Ellis Carver on The Wire, Detective Daniels on Law & Order, Criminal Intent, and Sugar Watkins in the movie Starship Troopers. In 2015, Gilliam was arrested in Georgia for driving under the influence, and police found a marijuana cigarette in his car. He has been married to Leah Gardner since 2005, and they have one child together. Born in Pennsylvania in 1939, it's hard for me to refer to Theodore Scott Glenn as a supporting actor, because he appeared in so many hit movies during his career. In this one, he plays Washington Post reporter and Vietnam veteran Tony Gartner, to whom Serling leads the story. Some of Glenn's other big roles include Wes Hightower in Urban Cowboy, Commander Bart Mancuso in The Hunt for Red October, Jack Crawford in The Silence of the Lambs, Roger in Training Day, and Ezra Kramer in The Bourne Ultimatum. Glenn married Carol Schwartz in 1968, and he converted to Judaism, his wife's faith. They have 2 children together. As I said at the beginning, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I really hope you enjoyed it and maybe got something out of it, even if you don't decide to watch the movie. Once again, please don't forget to smash that like button, or even subscribe to the channel if you want to. I know I'm not a big YouTube channel with millions of subscribers, but I appreciate each and every one of you that take the time out of your busy day to watch my content. And as long as you do, I'll keep on making videos for you. Know that my thanks go to each and every one of you, and if you ever want me to do a video of a particular movie you love, just let me know in the comments. I read every one of them personally, and always try to answer them.